Okay, so let's go through this little game, this Planet Maths game. So we've been talking about chance this week, and chance is how likely is something to happen. So we have 4 words here, and we have to pick one of these words to describe the statement at the top. So likely, unlikely, certain, or 50-50. So if something is likely to happen, it probably will happen. If something is unlikely to happen, it probably won't happen. If something is certain, that means it's definitely going to happen. And if something is 50-50, that means it has a 50% chance. That means like half a chance that it will happen, half a chance that it won't happen. So for example, this one we can see is flipping a coin. So I'm going to use this one just to help explain, and then I'm going to pause on the next 3 and give you a chance to come up with an answer. So it says Mike and Desmond flip a coin. Desmond says heads and Mick says tails. What are the chances that Mick will be right? This one is a great example of a 50-50 chance because a coin has 2 sides. So there's only 2 answers that could come up. So the answer here is 50-50. I'm doing a great job so far. So I'm gonna pause, like Dora the Explorer, that show. I'm gonna pause on this one and give you a chance to come up with an answer before I give you the answer. So let's read through the statement first. Sinead has a bag of marbles. 2 are red, 3 are blue, and 6 are purple. What are the chances that Winnie will pick a purple marble? So likely, unlikely, certain, or 50-50. A good clue for this one is to check how many of each colour are in the bag and then check which colour she's trying to pick out. So there's 2 red, 3 blue, and 6 purple, and she's trying to pick out a purple one. So is it likely she'll pick out a purple one? Unlikely she'll pick out a purple marble? Certain that she'll pick out a purple marble? Or 50-50? So I hope by now that you've got an answer in your head. So let's go through the options and figure out which one it's going to be. It's definitely not 50-50 because it's not an even choice. Those 3 marbles all have different amounts in them, 2, 3, and 6. So it's not a 50-50 chance. There's not 2 options that I can choose from. Just like on a coin, there's only 2 options. There's 3 options here, and they also all have different amounts of marbles in the bag. So it's definitely not 50-50. It's not going to be certain because it's not certain she'll pick out a purple marble. She could pick out a red one because there's red ones in the bag. She could pick out a blue one. So it's definitely not certain. So now we're left between likely and unlikely. So there's 2 red, 3 blue, and 6 purple. Is it likely or unlikely? The answer is going to be likely because there are more purple than there are red and blue. So chances are you will pick out a purple one, but it's not certain. It's just more likely because there's more purple. So well done if you got that answer. Let's try question number 3. If Desmond spins the arrow, what are the chances it will land on the colour red? So let's have a look at our spinner here. We have this small little red section, really big blue section, quite a big purple section, and a quarter of it is in green. So what are the chances that if Desmond spins the arrow, what are the chances it would land on the colour red? So this one here, is it likely, unlikely, certain, or 50-50? So I'd say you guys have an answer in your head. So let's go through the options again, like we did the last time. It's definitely not 50-50 because it's not a coin toss where we can have just 2 options. It's not certain because there's 3 other colours that we could land on. So we're left again with likely or unlikely. Is it likely that he'll land on this little small patch? Not really, because look at how much like other space and other colors there are. So the answer here is going to be unlikely. Well done if you got that one right. You guys are doing great. So we have the last one here. Mick is going to roll the dice. What are the chances he will roll a number between 1 and 6? So let's read that question one more time. What are the chances he will roll a number between 1 and 6? Think about a dice. What numbers are on a dice? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So is it likely he'll roll a number between 1 and 6? Is it unlikely he'll roll a number between 1 and 6? I don't think so. Don't think this is going to be a good answer, because the only numbers that are on a dice are 1 and 6. So we can say definitely not this one. Is it certain he'll roll a number between 1 and 6? Or is it 50-50? We know it's definitely not 50-50 because this is not like a coin toss. It's not just two answers. So it's going to either be likely or certain. I would choose certain here because the only numbers that are on a dice are between 1 and 6. So he is definitely going to roll one of those numbers. Well done if you got those answers right. And if you didn't, you can go back and you can play this video again to understand where you went wrong.